Thops is a minor sorcerer character you can meet along your journey through the lands between. He is a bluntstone, meaning he has little to no inherent magical talent, but in the end creates something the majority of sorcerers only aspire to. By completing his quest, you will gain a new spell, Ash of War, and a very useful emote that you can utilize to gain access to certain rises you encounter along the way. Join me now in learning the secrets of Thops. You will first come across Thops in the Church of Aerith on the marker shown. Approach him and begin speaking with him. It is at this time he will ask if you can spare him some ruins, 10 to be exact. Oblige his request by giving him the 10 ruins. This will unlock the ability to learn some meager spells from him. Continue by selecting the talk action presented in his menu. He will go on to say how he wishes to return to Raya Lucaria, but can't due to the fact that it is protected by a seal and only those with a Glintstone key can pass through the seal itself. He asks that if you happen to find a Glintstone key, to consider gifting it to him so he can return to the academy to resume his studies. You can also inquire about Selene if you have met and agreed to learn from her as an understudy. He will provide some further lore on her. Travel to the location shown on the map to find the first Glintstone key as well as Glintstone Dragon Smaurag awaiting you. You can either choose to fight Smaurag to the death or simply run past him on Torrent and grab the key, avoiding the fight altogether. Either way, make sure you grab the key. It will be on the corpse of one of the Academy Sorcerer's bodies slumped up against the rock near the back of Smaurag. This is the key that Thops is hoping to get his hands on. It also serves as your access to the Academy as well. You can now return to the Church of Aerith and speak to Thops. However, this step isn't necessary to advance the quest. You can attempt to give him the key you just found, but he will reject your donation, stating that you should keep it for yourself. However, should you find an additional key along your adventure, then he would be happy to take it. Proceed on to the Academy with Glintstone key in hand. From the debate parlor site of grace, follow the path shown to reach the rooftops of the Academy. From here, you will need to perform some parkour while slaying the various marionettes scattered along the rooftops. Proceed up the ladder and continue following the path around and down. Jump across some more roofs until you find a tower you can drop down into. Take a left and climb up another ladder. Turn around and jump across to the rooftop behind you. Find a broken window and jump through it. Maneuver your way along the beams, positioning yourself above one of the chandeliers that has a corpse with an item on it. Carefully drop down to discover the second Glintstone key. This key can be donated to Thops as to allow him to return to the academy. Returning to Thops at the Church of Aerith, you can finally donate him one of your Glintstone keys. He will be overjoyed and thank you profusely. At the end of speaking with him, you will be rewarded an emote. Most emotes are simply for fun. However, this emote, Erudition, can be used to gain access to 2 rises found around the map. The first rise that you can use Erudition to gain access to is the converted tower located on the map as shown. This not only requires you to emote in front of the statue, but it also requires that you emote in front of the statue while wearing a Glintstone crown. I've included a full list of Glintstone crowns that will work in the description below. Performing this action will reveal a ghost ladder that you can now climb up to access the top of the rise. At the top of the rise, there will be a chest containing a memory stone. It is also noteworthy that you don't need the emote for this tower specifically and can still gain access by using Torrent and running up the ruins surrounding it, jumping to the stairs as shown to get to the top of the tower. The second tower that can be unlocked via the Erudition emote is the converted Fringe Tower located on the map as shown. Again, simply emote in front of the statue whilst wearing an approved Glintstone crown and the seal will break. Proceed to the top of the tower to find an open chest that contains the cannon and gavel of Haima spells that the battle mages in the game use. These are the 2 towers that can be unlocked via the emote gifted to you by Thops. You can now return to the Church of Aerith to find Thops missing, presumably having traveled back to the academy with the key you gifted him. However, there will be in his place a scarab beetle with a ball of dung. Killing it will award you the Ash of War, Thops' barrier. You can now go find Thops in his final resting place in the academy. Travel to the schoolhouse classroom site of Grace and exit behind the Grace as shown to find Thops slumped over in his chair. On his body, you can pick up Thops' bell bearing, an Academy Glintstone staff, and Thops' barrier spell. His story ends here, but Thops' legacy is not one to scoff at. Having created his own spell, he has surpassed the majority of sorcerers before him, and doing so whilst being a Bluntstone is quite the accomplishment indeed. This is the end of his quest. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and consider turning on the bell as it helps me out a bunch. If you need help with any other quests, make sure to check out my quest playlist and check back weekly for new quests. As always, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.